the sedentary lifestyle and heart disease. According to the World Health Organization, anywhere from 60% to 85% of people worldwide are living sedentary lifestyles. That is a severely high number considering the immense size of the human population. Those dealing with this level of inactivity face so many health problems that the list is just an example. Colon cancer, osteoporosis, lipid disorders, high blood pressure, depression, diabetes, and of the more common ones, heart disease are all potential ailments that follow along with being sedentary. Heart disease in society. Heart disease is very concerning to a person's health as it can lead to death if not mitigated soon enough and effectively enough. Nearly 35% of coronary heart disease cases that lead to death are correlated to poor activity. Now consider how much this costs our nation in healthcare, how much this costs the families of those affected, and how much it costs the person who fell into the habit of living a self-destructive lifestyle. The true devastation of a sedentary lifestyle is real, and it is dealt with by people every day in our communities. Sedentary living in society. The scope of how many people in the developed world face health risks, such as heart disease, due to living a sedentary lifestyle is a lot to take in. In the United States, about 37% of people maintain regular to vigorous physical activity weekly, making quite a portion of the population considerably concerning. There tends to be a trend of demographic groups that fall into the habit of being sedentary. Though not condemning of women, people of lesser affluence, older individuals, or less educated individuals. People who are overweight or with lower incomes also tend to fall into sedentary tendencies. Blacks and Hispanics are the ethnic groups that have the highest potential of becoming inactive, as well. Developing the disease. According to the American Heart Association, 48% of people in the United States form some heart disease variation. With the average amount of heart disease cases related to inactivity being 38%, it is fair to assess the concerns within that almost 40% lie. How does something like movement associated with the lifespan of a person and the way that they pass? Sedentary behavior is found in every walk of life. Still, it tends to be the case that those in lower living standards, face other medical conditions, or are of minorities, are those who develop the habits. When it comes to developing a disease from that life choice, certain people are more susceptible than others. If there is a history of heart disease already within the family, then living a life that can also lead to the disease's development is a lose-lose situation. African Americans also are of high risk because they are a minority, who fall into the spectrum of concerning groups for sedentary behavior, while also naturally having a higher blood pressure average. The two paired together can lead to heart disease, though having just one of those factors can do so as well. The National Institutes of Health also highlights the correlation of poverty and heart disease, and other health concerns that correlate with sedentary behavior. A researcher from Harvard Medical School conducted a study on the link of heart disease and income level. The conclusion was that those who experience higher levels of stress have a more intensely functioning amygdala, which in turn causes artery complications. Artery complications and inflammation can lead to heart disease, as well as various other cardiovascular issues. Lower education and income are also primary factors of what leads a person to a sedentary lifestyle. The primary concern with sedentary behavior is the health risks. Our bodies require movement, proper blood flow, stress relief, and numerous other components to mitigate health concerns such as heart disease. These correlations of demographics do not condemn anyone to this health concern nor to these behaviors, but rather are great frameworks to align oneself with personal risk factors of either. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. If you need help putting these ideas into practice, please contact us or leave a comment. Thank you very much for watching. For more nutrition, health and beauty tips, please subscribe to our channel.